Hello and welcome to another Vaggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today, from the lowcostbeer.com beer hall, this fella, Bengali from Sixpoint Brewery. 6.6% or 6.5% actually. It says 6.6 on the internet. 6.5%, and apparently, not that I know, it's in the Wetherspoons pubs. I wouldn't know that, I don't really. I've been to a pub for ages, well, at least 3 months. And yeah, so orangey pour, whitehead, hence the Bengali name, I suppose. If that's on camera or not, no it isn't, is it? There we go. It's better that way because it means that I don't have to mess about later doing this all the time. So it says here, it all started with an epic video game marathon back in 2004. Rocking Blaze Orange Homebrew, we saw the foam rings down the glass like tiger stripes. Thousands of batches and tweaks later, the Bengali still slashers. Tip it back and let gravity do the work. Now it says here, Bengali, it's super dry, low residual sweetness, and the hop schedule combined with these new ingredients gets us all that satisfying hop aroma without the sticky bitterness. The Bengali still slashes, but by the end of the sip you don't feel the thing. So, whatever that means. Yes, definite hoppy aroma. Let's dive in. Trying to get the taste. It's like an orange taste to it. Product of the USA. And it's nice to be trying beers from all around. And that's the one thing about where I got it from. Their range of beers they have, you know, beers that I've never heard of. And the thing is, yes, they may be out of date, a little bit out of date, or maybe a bit out of date, you know, or they might just be short dated. This is December 2019, so about 6 months out of date. Does it matter? No. But in your proper beer shops, shall we say, you'd probably be paying £5-6 for that, because they do price a steep price, and yet I think it's £1.70 or £1.80 it was, something along them lines. Can't fault the price. And so, you know, if you don't mind out of date stuff or short date, what's not to like? I'm well pleased I found this. There's a couple of beer places where I've got beers from, certainly in this lockdown, and I'm really happy because it's been a struggle to get beers. Every time I go on Ocado, it comes up this bloody screen saying vulnerable only, and I thought that's great, you know. And lots of the other shops as well, you're in a queue to get on the website, and you think, God's sakes, you know, just does your bloody nutting. The good thing is, obviously, it looks like July, lots of things are opening up. The hospitality industry opens back up. And for me, from a career point of view, I think that's where I'm going to head next. Get a job doing something at a brewery. And I don't even mind taking a drop in pay. It's not always about the money. I don't care for money that much that I need to get, you know, a certain amount per hour. Enjoying the job, having a laugh, working with good people, the right people, means so much. You know, I left my last job, not the job I'm currently in, but I left that, and I left a fantastic workmate. And I realised I dropped a bollock. But hey ho, you know, can't get back there. there's been a change of leadership, and for whatever reason, they don't want me back. Jolly good of them, bastards. Yes. It might come back to bite them though. It might come back to bite them. What shall I say? Most inevitably, well. So yeah, this is nice. It's definitely got an orange taste to it, but don't be put off by the orange taste. It's very hoppy without being nasty, and yeah, it's quite pleasant. It is dry, like it says. Nice twang to it, and I've got another one of these as well. I've got Sweet Action from the same brewery. And it looks like it's funny, isn't it? People are going back to work now, and the lockdown weather, which has been amazing. I mean, one of the best. At least last month has been unbelievable. Probably one crap day in a month. And it looks like now, starting tomorrow, the weather's changed, and I'm gonna have to bring all my cushions in from outside. I've had them outside for weeks because it's all changing. It's all going downhill a bit. And I'm actually glad I moved the gazebo now, because at least the gazebo, even when it's sunny, it still warms up in there. Saves electricity, hopefully. But yeah, the weather's taking a turn for the worse. I mean, let's be fair, the grass and gardens do need water. It is ridiculously dry. But yeah, a good drop in temperature. I mean, it's like 23, 24 today. It's going to be 14 tomorrow, and it's going to be hovering around that 14 for a bit. A lot unless it changes again, because you never know, do you? Changes like some people change their minds. Oh. So, enjoyable little beer. I don't know if it's actually feedback beer at sixpoint.com. I'll just tag them. But yeah, quite a nice palatable beer. Not feeling the 6.5%, gotta be honest. But I do find sometimes with the IPAs and the lighter beers that the strength doesn't show up as early as it does. With dark beers, I don't know why, unless it's just a me thing. But yeah, it does seem to be a thing. And this weekend I'm going to do a Morrison's beer haul this weekend. I was going to go to Waitrose, but being as we ain't got a bloody Waitrose in Nottingham now, it's so annoying. We did have one in Woolerton, a semi-posh area, and you do get some posh areas, and then you get the parts of it that are like shite holes, as it were. And it's funny with posh areas and that, talking about posh areas. I live in Sherwood, Nottingham. It's not a bad area. It's not a rough area, but it's not bad. And then we've got Woodford next to us, which is like the posh area. And then a taxi at night. When we used to go boozing in town, you get a taxi. Yeah, put the thing in. Oh, that's Woodford, isn't it? No, it's not bloody Woodford, mate. It's Sherwood. Cunt's trying to charge you more for the taxi because he thinks you're in a posh area. You fuck off. Charging me more. I know how much it costs to get home. And, you shouldn't be charging anybody more just because you live in a posh area. Although I can understand charging the rich, get a bit more out of them. But obviously the rich are usually tighter. The reason they're rich is because they don't let the money go. They're a bit more astute. Whereas people like me, the money just comes in and goes out as quick as lightning. You know, I don't really save. But I mean, I see rich people, and I had a mate, and he's pretty well off, and yet he used to moan when people come round his house and didn't bring a bottle of wine with him. And yet they'd come round here, drink 5 of my bottles of wine, and there's no moaning then. I didn't moan, it didn't bother me. And you know, at £5 or £6 a bottle or more, you know, that's me taking the 30 quid wallop rather than them. And then when we go around their house, I always take some with me, because I don't want anybody saying no behind my back. Not that I really give a shite these days, but it's amazing how people are when they've got money. They're the tightest. They don't want to give out away. Me, apart from the review beers, if someone said to me, "Oh, can I have a couple of bottles of your rhubarb and ginger wine?" I'd say, "Yeah, of course you can. No worries." And I've got to do some bottling up this week. My lager's ready, and what we're going to do, we're going to have some space in the fridge, because we've got one of these American fridge freezers. A friend of ours got it. Actually, the same person who's very tight. And anyway, yeah, he got one, and it's got filtered water, ice cubes, but the freezer side's like that small. The fridge side's bloody massive, and obviously fridge stuff costs a fortune. But I'm going to put a shelf in there, move the levels around, and have a row of white wine, a row of rosé wine, homebrew of course, and then probably a couple of rows of lager. And so if we feel the need to have a drink, and if the weather doesn't turn as shite as it looks like it's going to turn, then we'll be out there, you know. As for the garden, thinking of getting some of these solar lights. You know, they're everywhere now. We bought some years ago, and they won't do a crap, you know. But some of the stuff that B&M do, they've got a brand called Everready. I think it's that anyway. We've got their Christmas lights, and they're pretty much bang on. And I'm thinking of getting some for the middle decking area. And what I'm also thinking of doing, a friend gave me the idea last night. And basically, he's got a projector. He's bought a projector to watch outside, a 10-foot screen. Only a blow-away screen. And I was thinking, well, we've got spare TVs, and these like boxes, Android boxes. And I'm thinking, we'll put films on the boxes, download some films. Obviously legally, of course, you know. But download some films and put them on, and then in the summer weeks, when the summer comes back again, because it's going away. When the summer comes back, just sit outside and just chill out in the evening, glass of wine by the side, watch a bit of TV, and that. So that's one of my next projects. So I need 2 squares, and if a certain person at work's watching this, I need 2 squares, and then I've got some 3B2 wood, so I'm going to screw the wood, screw the squares into the wood, then I can screw the square onto the decking, have a pole up to about waist height, or a bit more, put another square up, slightly bigger square on there, for the TV to sit on, and then screw that onto the decking, so that it's, so when we're out there and we're watching this, put the TV there, and watch TV on it. And if not, use it as a bird feed. Well, I won't do that myself, because bird feeders bring rats to your garden, and I don't want no fucking rats in my garden. I've only just got rid of the last lot, and my next door neighbour has a bird feeder in his garden, and obviously any food sources brings vermin into your garden. So if you're going to have a bird feeder, do it away from your house. Don't do it anywhere near your house, because you'll regret it. Unless your house is, you know, like Fort Knox, and nothing's ever going to get in then, fair dues. So anyway, back to this fella. Actually really liked it. I love the orange twang. You get a lot of these orange IPAs, and yeah, they're okay, but yeah, that was really nice. So orange colour, well, a type of orange at least, and a white head. Nice bite in it, nice hoppy aroma, and overall a very decent beer. 6.5%, lovely. If it is available at Wetherspoons, I would not know personally, but someone did comment on the beer haul video. Yeah, if it is available, it's worth a punt, worth buying. So out of 5 then. There we go. For me, a very nice, pleasant beer. Love the taste. Nice aroma to start off with. And yeah, not bad at all. Out of 5, 4.2 out of 5. And I've got another one from that company as well. Went down a treat, and I've got to do some work. Before the wife comes down and gives me an arsehole and says, what have you been doing? Doing a beer review? At 4 in the afternoon. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Stay safe.